welcome to How We Teach Your Child Maths in School. Now, this is all about how we teach the children the four main functions in maths: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. There are many ways of teaching these to children. Now, in our school, and it's important in year 2, the children start to learn with practical objects, and then they move on to drawing. And finally, as they move into the junior school, they'll move on to more abstract maths using numbers. It's important in the year 2 stage that we allow children to make the connection between numbers and what it actually means. This really helps to deepen their understanding of maths and connect what they're doing to real life scenarios. So in this video, we're going to show you how we use something called jottings to help support children with their understanding of these functions. We draw pneumaton shapes to help the children because they use these in school practically first, and then when they draw them, they will remember the shapes. So we have pneumaton shapes number 1 up to 10, and we use these for our jottings from addition and subtraction. Finally, we'll show you a little bit about finding the difference, because we find that this is a question that comes up frequently in year 2, and children sometimes struggle to understand which function they should be using to answer find the difference questions. We hope that you find this video really helpful, and if you have any further questions at all, don't forget that you can contact us at school or you can call us for a chat.
Add 14. Okay, children can draw pneumaton to help them with their addition. So here they can have a look and they should know that it's 1 10 and 2 1s make up 12. So they can draw their 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they can draw their 2 1s. And then next to it they can draw their 14. So we've got 4 in the ones column and 1 10. So again, I'm going to draw my 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to draw my 4 1s. This will hopefully make it clearer for the children to see how many 10s and 1s they are adding together. So we've got 2 10s and 6 1s. If the children would like to, they can draw all of them together. So do the 2 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then do their 2 1s followed by their 4 1s, and they can add 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a number sentence here, 37 take away 15. What's really key when doing subtraction with your children is to make sure that they are always putting the largest number first. So when we use pneumaton for subtraction, we are only going to draw one of the numbers. We're going to draw the largest number. So as with the addition, we need to have a look at the place value. So how many 10s and how many 1s? So in 37, we've got 3 10s and 7 1s. So I'm going to start off by drawing my 3 10s. So there's 10. 20. 30. And my 5. So now I've got my pneumaton drawn out, I can then start taking away my second number. So we've got, however, I have only done 35, so there is now 37. So what we need to do now is take away our second number. So we've got to take 15 away from 37. So we've got 5 in our 1s column and 10 in our 110 in our 10s column. So we're going to take away 5. So 1, and when we do that, we just put a line through the circles to tell us that we're taking those away. Instead of carry on taking 10 here, because I know I've got 1 10, I can just take away straight away, take 10 off. And to find my answer, I have to remember that I still have these 2 here. So I've got 10, 20 and 2. So 20 and 2 gives me 22. An array is formed by arranging a set of objects into rows and columns. Each column must contain the same number of objects as the other columns, and each row must have the same number as the other rows. So the first one I'm going to have a look at is 5 times 2. Okay, so for this, we need to think about our arrays. So we can either have 5 columns with 2 in each, or 2 columns with 5 in each, or vice versa for the rows. Children need to remember as well that we can also do multiplication in any order. So it might not just be written as 5 times 2, it could also be written as 2 times 5. Okay, so to draw this in arrays, I'm going to do 5 columns with 2 in each column. So we've got 1, 2 in my first column, 2 in my second column, 2 in my third column, 2 in my fourth column, and 2 in my fifth column. Once the child has drawn the arrays, you can then count them up to find out your answer. So we've got 2 in each row, so we can count in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If the child isn't confident in counting in 2s, they could also count the dots. But as the numbers get bigger, this will become more complicated because there will be a lot more dots. Okay, let's have a look at a different question now. We've got 8 times 5. So if I want to answer this question, I'm going to do it in exactly the same way. I'm going to have 8 columns, and in each column I'm going to have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my first column. Column 2. Column 3. Column 4. Column 5. Column 6. Column 7. And column 8. And just check that I know there's 5 in each because they're all the same. Let's just count, make sure I've got the right number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I've drawn my array, I can use that to help me answer the question. So I know there's 5 in each group, so I'm going to count in 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We want to find out how many times 2 goes into 18. So I'm going to draw 2 circles because this is how many parts we are going to be dividing into. I'm then going to share 18 equally between these 2 circles. You could do dots, crosses, anything that will help you with it working out. So I'm going to start by putting 1 in each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, to find my answer now, so I've shared the number 18 equally between the 2 circles. To find my answer, I just need to have a look at 1 circle. Okay, and I'm going to count how many is in this 1 circle to give me my answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Okay, let's have a look at a different question. So 45 divided by 5. This time I'm looking to share my number 45 into 5 equal groups. So I'm going to start by drawing 5 circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I did with the last question, I'm going to share it equally. So 1 in each until I get to 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, again, I'm going to take one circle and count out how many is in that circle, because that will give me the correct answer for the division, because we're not looking at 45 and counting all of them, because we will get the same answer as 45 if we count all of the circles. We want to find out how many would be in each group if it was divided into 5. So we're going to take one group and count them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our answer is 9. Okay, it's really important when children are using these division circles that they go in an order, because if they start, for example, if they were doing this question and had their 5 circles and started here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then started doing a different order, they then might lose where they are, which will then mean they are either left over with, have numbers left over at the end, or their circles will not be equal.
Finally, we're moving on to finding the difference. Now, it's really common that your Year 2 child will be presented with a question such as this. Rob has 12 sweets. Sophie has 7 sweets. How many more sweets does Rob have? So the first thing that we do to answer a question like this is to underline the key information. Now, this is the stuff that's important to the word problem. So it doesn't matter that his name is Rob, but it does matter that he has 12 of something. It could be sweets, it could be something else. Sophie has 7 of those things, the same things, sweets. How many more? Now that's what we're looking for here. How many more sweets does Rob have? So once they've underlined the key information, they need to think about what they're going to do to work out the answer. So we would use drawings to show this. So first we need to show that Rob has 12 sweets. To do this, I'm going to draw 12 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what Rob has. Next, we know that Sophie has got 7 sweets, so I'm going to draw Sophie's sweets as well. Now, it's important that I draw them the same size and lined up underneath these sweets so that we can see already who's got more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how many Sophie has. So we're thinking about how many more. We're finding the difference between these sweets. So there's 2 ways of doing this. We can either cross these off as we go and see how many are left. So we could colour them in. So we know that these match. They have equal amounts at the moment as we move along, equal amounts. Now, we can't have any more equal amounts because we've run out. So these ones at the end are how many more we have left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many more sweets does Rob have? Rob has 5 more. The other way to do it when we move away from these drawings is to use our subtraction techniques. So we have 12 sweets. Rob has 12, he has the biggest number, and 12 will always go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's my numicon jot in, and I need my number 12. I'm going to take away the amount that Sophie has. So I need to take away this number here that we've underlined, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we can clearly see in our numicon shapes that there are 5 left. Either technique will work. Children that aren't remembering that this is finding the difference won't be able to remember that they need to subtract. So it's really important that we draw what we know, and then we can find out what we don't know.